tools, and Samus doesn't really have that. But like Charge Shot just kind of placed well can really deal with a lot of ZSS shenanigans if you just can literally press the Y and the B button in the right combo.
Yeah,
you can just shoot her.
I was about to say, if you turtle correctly, it's probably really hard to get in at ZSS, because that's not ZSS's greatest thing. Like, she has a good approach tool in Zair, but what does Charge Shot go entirely through? Zair at like most charges. So.
And then Samus having a longer Zair of her own.
Exactly. You know, multi-hits as well.
Yeah.
It does a lot of damage, so it's not really something you just want to keep tanking, honestly. You know, because it's like, how much is it per pop? It's like
so it's like 5. It's 5 on just the dink hit, and then it gets it's like 7 or 8%, which is like kind of crazy free damage.
8% for a Zair is a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then of course with the scrapping, we've got one of the heaviest characters in the game versus one of the lightest characters in the game. So when you're dealing with multiple neutral wins and the need to get those, that's when things get really rough. Like already at 53% at the confirm there. Looking for the back air, misinputting it, but it doesn't matter. 76 on the board.
It's crazy that he's brave enough to do another just Zair runoff there. But yeah, you know, that's not even a bad thing from Nick. You see him continuing to do it. You know, that runoff Zair on the plat is good, but you can't be careless with it against Samus. Otherwise, you're going to eat 80%.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, Samus is up B out of shield, such a strong tool in general, but honestly, ZSS, one of the few characters that can kind of, you know, deal with it decently well. Spaces moves pretty well, has great movement to bait it out, you know, has good punishes on it, you know, just a lot of good things to deal with it. So I'm interested to see if Nick tries to bait it out at all, because it's something Samus's will just do preemptively rather than reacting sometimes too.
It's kind of crazy seeing these two. They're like both just scrapping super hard, and it's funny because Safzai is like kind of, I would argue, he's a more aggressive Samus player than the average campy Samus player.
Yeah, he's down to play some neutral.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, just flying off the board, like the trades back and forth, it's been like Safzai's tacks on a bunch of damage, but then Nick here just finding opportunities to get something started, and now we're back to these low percents where both characters have a lot of combo trees still on the board right now.
Ooh, going for that grab, that would have been big damage for Safzai, but Nick fighting early. That frame 1 jab, such a good tool for ZSS as well. Nair flip kick, not going to spike, but carry a situation.
Looking for a way to... That's another thing why people don't like the matchup with Samus, is that ZSS can absolutely go out there and get Samus. Even with her bomb recovery, she's got so many tools just to make it scary to recover.
Yeah, we were seeing that in the poke pen set that Safzai just lost as well. You know, Ash was chasing him out there with Bayo, and even though he had some maneuverability, it ended up being the winner of the set was an edge guard. So you're definitely right. ZSS can do something similar with that huge jump height. So, but generally what I see is it's a lot less like constant pressure like Bayo. Bayo will just keep, you know, going out there for you. ZSS, it's generally get out there, float with you for a bit, and try to read one timing. Like, oh, I'm going to read your jump at this time, or I'm going to read your nothing, or I'm going to read your air dodge. And then they'll go back to stage because they're Samus Bayo.
Bad for Samus. Like, that's an actual, like, -2. Because she just gets 0. She actually does get pretty 0 to deft.
Yeah, floaties.
Just floaty and heavy. But it's still it's what I call a doable -2. Because you still got to respect charge shot. But then, of course, you know, she can witch time all your stuff. But yeah, generally regarded as not very good. I don't know what is happening right now. Yeah, stalling a little bit.
Did he have regrab invincibility?
He did. Is there something I don't know about going down, doing bomb jumps to get regrab?
That would be crazy.
That's actually, to maybe try and bait out an option or something?
I don't know if he downbeat off stage either. Maybe we're just dumb. And
it's very possible.
I'll have to check the tapes, but... Oh yeah, up air falling, not really working, but that back air, great catch on the air dodge. Tries to catch the second air dodge, goes for these B reverses. Wow, the missile.
What a missile.
Yeah, Safzai's low-key the missile Samus. Lots of missile usage, especially homing. And yeah, you don't need missile there when you got charge shot baits. You can just go back and forth until they do something and then shoot and chase. And at that percent, like, so much is going to kill on the chase. Like, you get a back air, they're dead. You get a nair, they're dead. Fair, off stage, they're dead.
And you notice he went with the neutral getup because obviously Safzai's standing back. So he's like, neutral getup, like, he doesn't want to jump because then he just gets faired on reaction. Exactly. He doesn't want to roll in because Safzai's at that range. So he does neutral getup, and it's just a real execution check if you can put that pretty easy giant charge shot hitbox right there to catch you on getup. The checkmate of the Samus ledge trapping.
Oh, going for the up tilt, that would have been huge damage. I always love to see when Samus try to cash out on that up tilt. Because it's such a good read. Like, it's kind of similar to down air in a ways. Like, a lot of Samuses will go for that type of spot dodge read with the down air. It's just a huge, big spike down air for, like, Samus's biggest openers. Safzai's been definitely trying to land some, but not landing any so far, only landing a bit of percent.
And he's just staying in this kind of scrappy range with Invictus. I mean, it's just like so often you're going to see Samus's kind of retreat and try and just use jumping and charge shot to just kind of keep things spaced out. But basically, this game is happening within burst range most of the time.
Yeah, he's kind of keeping this mid-range with charge shot cancels and then, like, just kind of seeing what he can do after to deal with the approach from Nick, you know, whether it be anti-airing his approach, whether it be dashing back on his approach, playing passive on it. Like, he's just mixing it so much, and, you know, Samus does that very, very well, so.
Ooh, getting caught, though, with the back air, and it's kind of funny because it's one of those games so far where it feels like Safzai is kind of overall running neutral and just doing better. Ooh. But Nick is just finding his openings and capitalizing them so well to the point where he's able to keep it even, but then you just take a charge shot to the face.
Full charge, extra startup on the frames.
Yeah.
Charge shot to the face.
Don't know if that was fully charged, but it was
got
pretty,
all the way.
It was, yeah. And that's a fun fact. Full charge shot is the same knockback as a sweet spot back air.
Shout out.
Wow. Does a
back
lot.
throw at 0. Gotta love that stage control.
Right.
You know, even though it sends nowhere, right? You always can catch people panicking sometimes, even if your back throw is as trash as, like, Roy's back throw. Some people just hold in and jump, and then,
follow-ups.
Yeah, so.
Ooh,
I respect it to an extent.
Oh, the...
fully connecting. Love to see it.
I was afraid for Invictus there. That was like maybe going to be death because that move is dummy strong when it does work. And on the platform, it was a little scary with rage.
Just going straight through that side B. Yes, Samus just is the queen of mid-range right now. Like, ZSS is not able to do anything, which Nick seems to be so uncomfortable with it. Like, obviously, he's been making it work and doing things in mid-range, but, like, the danger all the time from this charge shot is just insane.
Finally catching one of the side Bs there, and it's like that's the thing is that you have to go for these kind of scrappy interactions, and we've just been seeing this really be a battle of attrition, and unless Invictus has been able to catch Safzai with, like, a stray back air here or there, or maybe an up B, he's been having a hard time actually finding those kills.
Nice up B out of shield. Get your fake pressure out of here. And just going straight towards ledge. Wow, they both just ran off stage 3 times in a row.
And
you weren't lying. They're scrapping. Okay, so that size charge shot, not going to go through the Zair. Nick getting in, but doesn't have that much damage. But you are going to die to Nair flip kick, you know. Ooh. Gets that Tomahawk F smash. One of the fastest, if not the fastest in the game. Yeah. So strong at the tipper as well. Not getting his turnaround to get his Nair back air. Edge guard attempt. Oh, wow. Nice meaty. That flip kick, flip jump kick attack, you know, so strong and so active. Jumping from ledge. Nick going to catch that.
Wow. The back air. And just gonna do it.
Yeah, you saw the jump in the blast zone too, so that was just the percent where that was gonna kill. Crazy.
It's really been like
beating the dash attack like startup, I think, too, because I saw a dash attack from Safzai, but I think it just didn't come out in time.
And also, it looked like Nick was at like the literal lowest possible frame height above the ground for that back air to come out, because it looked like ZSS's leg was like in the stage almost.
Yeah.
That is one of those things with ZSS, such a finicky, the finicky moves of the character, and even though it's really precise and difficult, frankly, to pilot the character, the fact that you have such quick moves on the ground and in the air means that your opponent has to respect those threats a lot of the time. Like, you never really know when you're truly safe to try and go for an option like dash attack.
Definitely. Smashville, this is a classic counter pick for Safzai. You know, Samus in general loves this stage. Down throw nair, gotta love it. The F smash low-key stepped back from the Samus jab. I'm not gonna lie. Down throw nair jab is like a classic. You know, you could get another regrab if they don't know the jab regrab setup. But like, Nick just mashing F smash and getting out of it. It's awesome. One of, I think, the worst F smash in the game
Is
ZSS's.
You know, I've heard other. I've
heard
educated.
Sephiroth's a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I'm educated enough on ZSS F Smash, but what I do see is not that move ever being used. So like, I tend to believe it.
That flip kick almost burying. Would have been close to the stock. Going for jab 1-2, but shield after, not going to even a punish. And that up B, such a good, just, you know, I'm shielding and in this scrap tool, you have to do everything perfectly or I'm up being you.
Yeah, really pretty mashable, and like I was talking about with the finesse and accuracy you need with ZSS, up B needs none of that. You kind of just hit that button and your whole body becomes intangible and deadly.
Yeah. Going for the up smash. Ooh, jumps over, cross up. Yeah, fighting out there, going for the down air. Nick was ready.
Been going for those.
Ooh, Tomahawk F smash. Yeah, no. He was trying that against Pokepen and it wasn't really working, so it's good to see that he's not afraid to keep doing it, especially because Nick has been jumping there. Getting the tech chase. Yeah, I was like, is that down tilt? Could have been juicy. I was expecting something easy like fair, but yeah, up tilt would have been juicy. Yeah, nair flip kick. Kind of awkward to get the spike there.
Yeah, the spike only happens if you're hitting. It's like right on top of them, right? It just like has to really. So is that like an SDI or a DI check in the sense? Like you have to be holding out before it hits you, so you don't get spiked?
They can react to your DI.
Okay.
So if it's gonna combo, they're gonna be able to catch most DIs. Wow, yeah, that zero from ledge is pretty good if you're able to land as fast as Safzai seemed to there.
He's making it work. I'm always afraid to do it, but it's, you know, it is a weird mix-up, and it catches people off guard. They just don't expect it.
Yeah, if they're standing at that roll distance, then it'll catch them, right? Because they're just not, especially if they're not shielding. I do it a decent amount with Toon Link. I guess it would be pretty good with Samus. Yeah, going to ledge here. This is scary, but preemptively jumping and then
air dodge getting kind of covered by the bomb explosion there.
Yeah, I was about to say the dash attacks in these scraps are going to start coming out from Safzai, and yeah, cannot jump over me.
Nah. And on
especially
this stage,
on Smashville.
And Fair is going to kill. I mean, that was not early, but Fair kills quite early on this stage.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, jump charge off from ledge. One of my favorite options. Ooh, nice up B out of shield recognition, but not going to get the kill. And yeah, you can't really edge guard. ZSS having a harder time than Bayo for sure. I like down tilting there, just keeping the punish simple. You're at a point where you need to get that damage. And see, now you're glad you just got that down tilt because now they're at 40. And now they're at 60. And then this is, two interactions. And now they could die now, right?
Down tilt
like
does
something.
It's actually crazy how much damage that move does. And it just gets you off and allows you to reset. And as a zoner, you're loving that. I think more Samuses probably should use that move.
Oh, that's
and
it.
You're dead.
Yeah, you can't neutral get up.
Bomb into up tilt, and that just confirms and is one of the reasons why some of the best ledge trapping in the game.
Yeah, right there, you're so scared to roll, but you gotta buffer it. You gotta buffer something immediately, because if you jump there, I don't know if you short op the bomb or not, if that was gonna cover jump, but
I don't think it would. It might have. You might have just jumped up
regardless,
into it. Yeah.
like even like stalling there, ZSS having some stall options, you know, because that up tilt's just gonna murk you. You know,
and yeah, the thing is, he could be scared of the down smash, but even that won't kill there on the other side of the stage. And especially if you're holding down, you're gonna be able to like clip the stage, maybe even get tech. Yeah. Like you're not just dying to dummy strong up tilt, which kills on that stage at like sub 100.
Yeah. Wow, that was a crazy back air though from Nick game 2.
Yeah, truly clutched it out of the jaws of defeat there.
Yeah, but Safzai staying strong with his lead, with his game plan, and executing perfectly. Yeah, right there. Instantly neutral get up as soon as he saw the bomb, and the fate was sealed.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it needed to be a buffered roll, which like one of those things.